Hey, what's going on, guys? Jordan here. So, I wanted to take the time to make this video discussing a very serious matter that I know you all are familiar with: suicide and depression. So, I wanted to tell my story on how I've, experienced suicide. This is going to be I think maybe this video will be too long enough. Maybe I'll make a three-part video of this, or maybe two-part video about you know I'm gonna make it like a three-part video. I'm gonna talk about my experience with suicide, and you know then two-part video, suicide and depression. Part three-part video, maybe perhaps. So for this first part, I'm going to talk about my experience with suicide and depression. And in the second part, I'll be talking about how I've saved people from it, and talk people out of it. And in the third part, I'll be talking about, why. Whoever's watching this video, if you're going through a hard time, maybe go to part three of this if I already have it out. I'll go ahead and start telling about it. Okay, so I didn't really start experiencing suicidal or depressive thoughts until maybe around the age of 13 or 14 or maybe 12. I'm not too sure. When I was first going through middle school, middle school was a really hard 3 or 4 years of my life. I got bullied a lot. I was always too obnoxious and too loud. I was so antisocial. I didn't talk to a lot of people. I literally got bullied almost every fucking day I went to school. And yeah, I was thinking of killing myself at one point. Because I felt so alone. When truth be told, I wasn't alone. I had people who stood up for me. I did the usual thing. I went to people that I trusted, people I knew very well, talked to them about it. If they were friends at school, they would have my back. If they were my mom and my dad, they would give me advice. They would go to the principal about it. They were like, for our teachers would always help me out. I went to therapy sessions because I also had anger issues, and just discussed it with, I just talked about it a lot with a lot of people. You know, I keep in mind I didn't have social media at the time. I didn't start using social media until like 2014 when I was 17, when I was nearing 17 years old, because I didn't have the fucking phone thing. I mean, yeah, I was on like PlayStation Network and all that, but social media, like I didn't use like Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. I didn't use all that shit. Because I didn't get my first phone or tablet until I was 17 years old because, well, my parents didn't trust me because I watched a lot of porn back then. But I'm not talking about porn here. We're talking about suicide and depression. So yeah, it was very hard for me, and I never cut myself. I would never, actually get on with it because I didn't really because I wasn't at that breaking point yet. I was almost at that breaking point until one of my bestest friends, Brandon, talked me out of it. I told him I was going to do it, and then he talked me out of it and told me I was worth so much to him, because I had known him for like 4 years. You know, I've known him since like fourth grade. I unfortunately don't talk to him anymore because, he moved away from my school many years ago. I have him on my friends list on Facebook. I just don't talk to him that much, but I've known him since fucking fourth grade so I've known him for over 10 years. You know, probably one of my oldest fucking best friend right now that I know right now. But he talked me out of it, and you know, then I got more therapy sessions, and I learned how to ignore it more, and And recently, I have been, it's all been coming back. Now, I did experience depression here and there during like around the age of 16 to 17 to 19, around 18 years old, I did experience depression, and recently I did almost, kill myself because, I was going through a really hard time. One of my best. This year has not been my best for me. One of my best friends killed herself earlier this year because her family was was acting like total assholes towards her, and one of her friends was being a total asshole to her. And my grandfather passed. I don't want her to play music in the actual music scene, and I quit my job at Staples because I wasn't getting enough hours. And a lot of my heroes, of course, have been passing away. So yeah, I've been experiencing a lot of bullshit and negativity online. So yeah, this year has not been my best, but I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. Yeah, at the moment. But I mean, and I've been, sticking out for people. I've been there for other people. I've had friends come up to me and help me and ask me for advice. And I basically did what any other decent human being with any amount of decency would do: give them advice. But let's see that for part two. You know, when you reach fucking 12 years old, 13 years old, you start going through puberty. Hormones start to appear. You start growing hair all over your fucking body. You start to really, learn about your sexuality, who you are. You go through a lot of weird changes. It's normal. I'm 20 years old, okay? Everyone has gone through puberty once in their life. But yeah, you know, it's going to happen at least one point of your life. If you're really, really, really young and you're around 12 or 13, be prepared for what's coming soon. You know, puberty. Prepare yourselves for that. But something I could say for this video to end this video is don't do it. That would be a great way to end this video. Is don't kill yourself. You're not worthless. You're not pathetic. You're not whatever you think you are. That is synonymous with bad. You're not a bad person. Everyone has gone through this at least once in their life. Hell, there are people who go through it every day. And we must do our best not to become, this really self-loathing human being, because, well, while it is human, it is unhealthy to loathe yourself every day, to hate yourself and want to kill yourself. Because there are people who do care about you, who do give a damn about you. Even if it is just one fucking person, at least someone does care about you, alright? You're never alone. You're not alone. Alright? Don't do it. It's a temporary solution to a permanent. It's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Don't kill yourself. See you all in the next video.